Hello and welcome to the history of the X-Files. Omega Ordain coming at you with a brief history of Frank Black. And here we go. Frank Black was a highly skilled criminal investigator within the Federal Bureau of Investigation, who had the gift to put himself in the killer's mind and imagine himself as the killer. He had frequent dealings with the Millennium Group after he retired and moved to Seattle, Washington. He was the son of Henry and Linda Black, the brother of Thomas Black, the husband of Catherine Black, and the father of Jordan Black, Seattle police officer. From the moment he became an adult, Frank spent his life trying to understand how the mind of a killer worked, how they thought and felt. He joined the Seattle Police Department, where he worked with homicide with Lieutenant Bob Belcher, and the two officers ultimately became friends. On several occasions, Lieutenant Belcher noticed that Frank was continuing work after everyone else had gone home. Frank joined the FBI when it was still called the Behavioral Science Unit, in or before 1977. While assigned to the FBI, he worked in the Behavioral Sciences Unit at the FBI Training Academy in Quantico, Virginia. Consultant. Frank finally managed to overcome his ordeal with Mike Adkins, a member of the group of men who called themselves the Millennium Group, and brought him to the organization. Adkins and other members of the Millennium Group helped Frank understand the nature of his gift and convinced him to return to a realm for the safety of his family and his sanity. Adkins also convinced Frank that he could be of service again, and believing that the Millennium Group was a criminal organization consulting firm, he agreed to work with them. In late 1999, Frank checked himself into the Hardwick Psychiatric Hospital in Woodbridge, Virginia. He initially intended to stay there for 30 days, but ended up living there for several months. In late December of that year, FBI Special Agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully sought Black's help to catch a necromancer. Mulder knew Black by reputation only, as he was considered by many to be the best criminal profiler who attended Quantico. Frank Black's ability. According to several of the interviewees, including Lance Hendricks and Frank Spotniks, Frank Black's gift was never meant to be preserved as a psychic or supernatural ability, as some viewers thought of it. In the pilot, Lieutenant Belcher directly asks Frank if he's a psychic, and Frank simply replies no. Lance Hendricks explains, "I thought he was a forensic profiler, but he was also like a brilliant chess player. He saw the outcome, and when something would happen, he would see the larger picture and a larger outcome down the road." Frank Spotnik states, "At least for me, and I think for Chris, we never wanted to cross the line into supernatural with any of that. It was more about an exquisite sensitivity to the way some people think, to the monstrous way some people think." 3 members of the Academy Group, a real-life organization of retired FBI agents who do detective work and use their FBI skills for corporations and individuals, met with Chris Carter, Lance Hendricks, and other production personnel. Hendricks remarks, "Their way of approaching things was very helpful because it meant you didn't come in with preconceived ideas." However, Hendricks also recounts, "When flashbacks and things would happen in the show, I would get a little embarrassed by it, because I knew that these guys, if they could have flashbacks like that, they would be grateful to have a flashback that was accurate."